just with his elbow. Richarlison went straight to the ground. I don't think there's much in it. He just gets his arm up. But Michael Oliver feels like there's nothing in it, but they will look at it as the hand comes across. Richarlison goes down, so this will be reviewed.
Richarlison still down, receiving some treatment, having a talking to with Fernandinho. Two Brazilians, of course, they're coming together. It didn't look all too intentional, but the arm was raised, the elbow was there, and as Michael Brown says, VAR will have a look at it.
They will have a look, and you can see, we've seen it in the last few weeks where people, it's a natural thing. When somebody's coming towards you, that's what everybody sort of doesn't understand, is you can catch somebody in the face. And you've not meant to do it. Your arms naturally comes up. If you're thinking, you know, if you're tall for one and you actually put your arm across, well, chest height for some, but at others it's in the face, and it's difficult because you're just trying to stop somebody coming into that space to take the ball. And he does catch him, but I don't think. And you look at the intent. Does Fernandinho swing the arm out in an aggressive way? No, he doesn't.
Referee drops the ball, Michael Oliver. Fernandinho starts play, plays it back towards the halfway line. Still goalless on BBC Radio Manchester. Goalkeepers have been tested, but not really tested, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's been limited, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been limited for opportunity. Some great silky football from City especially, moving it around, attractive to the eye. But as the game develops, and we've discussed it before, you have to try and get a couple of shots away from City, some opportunities, make it tense. When it starts going into the penalty area, for me, if I'm sat for Everton thinking, well, okay, possession's good, moving it left to right, but until it starts hitting my goal, at that point I'm quite comfortable thinking, well, we're limited these opportunities.
Everton give away a free kick on the far side, just on the halfway line. A yellow card out as well for Alan as he goes in on Ilkay Gundogan. Michael Oliver with the first card of the evening. Manchester City drawing 0-0 with Everton. Cagey, as Michael Brown alluded to. Tomorrow, your big match commentary on BBC Radio Manchester from 5 o'clock in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Leicester City against Manchester United. Liam Bradford and former United youngster Alex Bruce with that game for you. Before then, Chelsea against Sheffield United.
The banter will be flowing with them two then, won't it?
They were part of the big match build-up on Wednesday night. A little warm-up, a little taster between the pair on that one.
They'll come for us for them two, for them comments, won't they? Two good guys, they know I'm only joking.
Yeah, I hope when Liam Bradford was just outside the studio a little bit earlier. I don't know whether he's still there now. He'll be waiting for you, Michael Brown. You're at Stamford Bridge tomorrow?
I'm at Stamford Bridge, Sheffield United, yep, for BBC. Looking forward to that game, pitch side. So really, you know, they're the ones I really look forward to, Mike, when you're in the action, in and around it. Fortunate to be in the stadiums.
We're back underway from that treatment to Gundogan as Manchester City with Fernandinho. Just play it back into their own half. Here's Kyle Walker. And Bernardo Silva's come short to off his assistance. A little bit of Everton pressure inside the Manchester City half, and City have given the ball away under such pressure as Sigurdsson looks to come forward. He's closed off well by Fernandinho. Then it's pinged out towards the left-hand side. Andre Gomez up against Kyle Walker. First time cross in off the chest of Laporte. Richarlison will race in. Ruben Diaz hooks it away, but only to the left-hand corner of the penalty area. Luca Dean, Andre Gomez, and back it's worked to Ben Godfrey and onto the halfway line. Danger for now averted for Manchester City, Michael Brown.
What about the ball from Gomez? It's ridiculous. Yes, it was lost in the middle of the park. They tried to counter-attack. City's recovery runs were brilliant. Everyone back behind the ball, got a good shape straight away when they give it away, and that happens. The ball was as good as it gets with his left foot, whizzes it right across the face. The composure, too composed from Laporte, chested it down, thought he got away with it. A little bit of pressure come from it, but good passage of play. If you're interested in that sort of thing, we're talking about a recovery, a transition, some bad play, some good play from both sides.
Over the midway point in this first half, still goalless between Manchester City and Everton at Goodison Park, a great traditional stadium that's seen plenty of FA Cup history. Who's going to make history tonight? Bernardo Silva, right-hand side, midway inside the Everton half, just rolls the ball next to his left boot, and then Andre Gomez wins the ball easily, and Breaks away down the left-hand side, into the middle he plays it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin looks up, he's got Luca Dean in plenty of space on the left if he can find him. Challenge comes in from Gundogan. It was late on Dominic Calvert-Lewin from Ruben Diaz, and the referee gives Everton a free kick here. Quick break from the Toffees again.
It was a quick break, and you got to say when it's the transition changes, Michael Oliver, Calvert-Lewin was clipped slightly, just had to get out of the way of the Diaz contact. There was a slight bit of contact. He tries to play advantage, which is what you want from the referee. He's looking right at it, brings it back. I think possibly it was the correct decision. Central free kick quite far out. Gylfi Sigurdsson, Luca Dean, yeah, they're looking at, it's going to be, I shouldn't say it, should I? It's got to be special from this range, unless it takes a little nick to beat a goalkeeper.
Three-man wall from Manchester City. Sigurdsson or Dean stand over it. Zach Steffen stands in the middle of his goal. It is fairly central. It is 35 yards from goal. It's a short wall from City of Gundogan, Foden and Jesus. It is Sigurdsson to run over it, which means Luca Dean will chip it towards the right-hand side of the penalty area, looking for the header back across. Fernandinho there. Manchester City concede the corner.
Great touch, Fernandinho. Brilliant defending, right place. That was the difficult one. You look at the wall, and it was small for City, forward and in the centre, so you're thinking, are they going to take the shot on? But because it was a bit far out, the awareness, and they had to change and think, well, we need our bigger players to this back post.
Watch out for Yerry Mina here for Everton. The big Colombian stands inside the 6-yard box, just outside it now as Dean whips it in, left-footed curling in, headed away, big header away as well by Ruben Diaz. Who else for Manchester City? Back down into the penalty area it goes with a pacey ball from Everton, cutting through everyone, and Zach Steffen gets it in two hands.
I've just got to, I didn't want to say it, but it could have not been Diaz who headed it. That's what I was just thinking, but I don't want to correct you just in case it wasn't, but great attack.
Sterling, Zinchenko from the left-hand side, comes to, well, won't reach Bernardo Silva, comes to Fernandinho. He's been fouled 25 yards from goal, left of centre, and a big chance here for Manchester City if they get this free kick on target. Michael Brown. Brilliant,
Fernandinho just draws the foul in, just falls down. Richarlison not best pleased. That's two defensive headers for Fernandinho. Just the recovery one just a second ago, and then winning a free kick. Great little play from him. Skipper's having a real good game.
Leading from the front now. Who's having this one as Raheem Sterling places the ball down? You've got to fancy him, but Gundogan scored a free kick this season. Bernardo Silva's in conversation. Ruben Diaz having a word with Raheem Sterling, but I'm sure that's tactical more than free kick taking in a moment. In fact, Ruben Diaz is going to form a wall in front of the Everton wall here.
They're blocking the view of him. That's what they are. They're saying that Laporte, Diaz, we've got one lying behind the wall. We see that very often. Alan laying down.
Well, he's down behind the four-man Everton wall. Raheem Sterling, left of centre, 25 yards out. Here he comes over the bar. And it's a goal kick to Everton. Wasted from Raheem Sterling. Why not have a go from that sort of range? But it remains Everton 0, Manchester City 0.
Yes, it wasn't great. It was always rising. We see them hit it with the side foot on the valve, looking for a little bit of wobble, a little bit of dip. Pep Guardiola's sort of reaction looked as if to say, no, not good enough. Raheem Sterling will say that. He didn't catch it as well. He'd hit them in training, and he'd get a lot of them close. That's the fact of it. You try a little bit harder when you're in front of goal, thinking the pressure's on, and that's the danger of taking that type of free kick. Yeah. When you hit it wrong, it looks really wrong.
Everton battling right-hand corner of the penalty area. Richarlison just pulled away from it, chipped into the middle though, looking for a header from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It will bounce towards this near side and cleared away by Kyle Walker, asking Jesus to latch onto it. Ben Godfrey covers across the Brazilian number 9 for Manchester City, and it's into the penalty area for Virginia to play it out from the back for Everton. Half an hour gone on BBC Radio Manchester. Goalless at Goodison Park. Earlier today, Bolton beating Walsall in your first big match commentary 2-1. Rochdale in a cracker with Peterborough 3-3. Wigan down 3-1 at Accrington. Salford's promotion hopes another stalling point for them as they lost 2-0 away at Cheltenham. Bradford City 0, Oldham 0 to complete the picture in the National League. Altrincham 0, Dagenham 1, Sutton 1, Stockport 1. And just to give you the latest score in the Six Nations where England are concerned, Ireland pulling further ahead. Ireland 23, England 6. It's been a big week for Ireland, not only St Patrick's Day, but they absolutely hammered the Brits at Cheltenham, didn't they, as well, in terms of winning horses. The less I talk about that, the better, I think, from a Cheltenham perspective. And they've done it, or doing it now, against England. In fact, 23-6 can't be too far away from the final score in the Cheltenham Trainer Festival. What a shock. But judging by Michael Brown's face, he didn't have the best Cheltenham Festival either.
The big one for me was withdrawn yesterday, so yeah, not great, not a good couple of days. I don't, to be honest, I just have a little go on it, really enjoy it, but I'm not fanatical, don't know it too much. You've got to take part and have a little bit of fun. Bet
responsibly. As Laporte comes across the halfway line, Manchester City, interestingly, favourites to win the FA Cup, 5-4 on before the start of today. As Gundogan goes into the left-hand side, nice little cross. It was waiting for Jesus in the 6-yard box, deflects away. Foden just lays it back to Bernardo Silva. Walker's on the right-hand side here, bounces off Dean. Did he get the double deflection? Referee says goal kick to Everton. Sterling down in the box. I missed that challenge in the flurry of activity with the ball, but whether VAR is going to look at it or not, goal kick is the end result on this one.
Michael Oliver, he's in the correct position. Gundogan does really well down the left-hand side. They keep it alive. Foden into Bernardo. Kyle Walker, just as he gets it out of his feet, tries to whiz the ball across. He's blocked, and it does just ricochet off him, and the referee got that one right for a goal kick.
Yeah, Sterling running into Gylfi Sigurdsson in the box, trying to make his move. 0-0 it remains then. Goal kick to Everton, away to the right-hand side. Long ball from Virginia. Here's Zinchenko, launches it high into the air just to help clear the danger for now for Manchester City. Gundogan gets in a battle with Sigurdsson. Fernandinho pokes it back to Laporte midway inside the Manchester City half. Everton have it back though. Richarlison just takes a stride away and then gets a poor left-footed shot which drags wide at the right-hand post. He broke that half a yard, which is important for a striker, but the other half of being an important striker is to get the finish, and he didn't there.
Well, he didn't. Still some distance out, and as he travels in onto his left foot, he's under pressure. I think that's the good thing from a City sort of point of view. Just to get his shot away very, very early, pulls it wide with no real power, and that's the captain we're just seeing now, doing everything at the moment.
Referee's lost his radio on his left arm, and Fernandinho's just helping Michael Oliver put that back into place. Hopefully that'll be noted later by the referee if Fernandinho puts in one of his tactical fouls. 0-0 it remains, 33 on the clock on BBC Radio Manchester.
Do you think when he's obviously his mic pack's coming out, do you think he just says, well, Fernandinho, I'm owed one now, I've helped you out very, very quickly there before it fell out, so I get a free one?
We'll see.
I don't mean a mic pack, I mean a free tackle.
Yeah.